All right. Hello, everyone. It's Sincere again. And today I am going to test out matcha tea. I have a student that's Japanese that is in New York City. She is living there at this time with her husband that works for an American company. And she mentioned Trader Joe's, and there's a Trader Joe's store near my home. And she just loves their matcha green tea. And I just learned recently that matcha, I don't know much about it, but that matcha is, I guess, sort of popular in Japan. It's popular here in the United States, apparently. And I had been seeing it at Trader Joe's, but I just overlooked it for other teas. But she mentioned it, and she said she really liked Trader Joe's matcha tea. And so I decided today when I went shopping that I would buy some. Now, this is not an endorsement of Trader Joe's. I don't work for them or anything, but I do buy some of their products. But this is matcha green tea latte mix, and I'm going to make some. I've never tried matcha before, but I'm going by her recommendations. So here it is. Matcha is made in Eastern Asia and countries like Japan, Korea, China. In fact, it originated in China, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But I'm going to test it and see if I like it. Now, this mix calls for 5 tablespoons. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to get 5 tablespoons. And also, this tea also has sugar in it, and I'm pre-diabetic, so I will not use 5 tablespoons, but we'll see how it goes. Now, she recommended to me that I put in milk first. Okay, so I'm going to pour some milk in the cup, and a little milk. Okay, and now I'm going to not use 5 tablespoons. This is a tablespoon, but I'm going to use like maybe 3. Let's see, 3. Okay, here's 1. And I'm thinking about the sugar content, so that's why I'm going to reduce it. I don't know how this is going to be, but let's see how it's going to be. So apparently it needs to be really thick. Okay, and now I'm going to also pour in some hot water. Some water in. Okay, and now I'm going to stir. So let's stir. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this because I have been seeing the matcha at Trader Joe's where I shop. I go to Trader Joe's every week now, and because I like to get some of my vegetables there for salads, like spinach to put in salads and some other things. Also, their Greek yogurt is spectacular, and I also buy some other things from time to time. But since I'm pre-diabetic, I'm kind of limited on what I can get. I think I'm going to get a little bit more, guys, a little bit more. But I am thinking about the sugar, because it does have, I think, 17 grams of sugar in it, I guess, per serving. And this is also some great milk as well, called Gosner Foods. I like this milk because it reminds me of the milk living abroad. Because here in the United States, if you don't live here, the milk generally comes in a plastic jug or plastic bottle. So I like the cartons. When I was living in Botswana, that was the first time I saw the little cartons like this. And also they have these types of cartons in Turkey. And the milk is great. This is really good milk. It's by Gosner. All right. So I'm going to try it, and then I'll put it down. So you just leave it like that. My mom's filming me. It's great. Tastes good. Let's see. Yeah, just keep filming this way. My mother's filming, actually. It's good, guys. I love it. With the milk, I can taste like a milk. The milk taste. It also, in the ingredient, says it has like coconut in it as well. But it's really good. Excellent. Well, I won't be able to drink it every day because I'm pre-diabetic and I try to be very careful about my sugar and carbs. But this is excellent, guys. So they have two brands there. They sell this kind in a can, and then they have a small pack that costs more than this. It's sort of strange. Now, there are two different types of matcha tea. In Japan, they have the culinary type, which I assume is this, having to do with the food type, and then they have ceremonial matcha tea. But I must say that my student's suggestion was excellent. So I can't drink it every day because when I drink tea, I drink both black and herbal, different types of herbals, teas, which I will talk about some of them in a future video. But I must say that matcha is excellent. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the origins of matcha tea. It goes back to the Tang Dynasty in China, which is during the 7th through the 10th centuries. During this time, farmers in China who were tea growers, they learned that a way to preserve these tea leaves were to steam them and form them into blocks after they've harvested them. It made it easier for them to transport. Now, in the next dynasty, the Song dynasty, which was from the 10th century to the 13th century, this is when the preparation of matcha came into its own and became more popular. Isai, a Japanese Buddhist monk who had been in China most of his life, took it on himself back in the 1100s to gather these tea seeds, and then he took them to Japan where they were turned into powdered green tea. Matcha is perhaps more popular in the U.S. right now than actually in Japan, where it has been around for many centuries. There are two types of matcha tea. There's the ceremonial and the culinary tea. There's a particular ritual that is done to prepare the matcha tea in Japan. Now, matcha is different from regular green tea. Regular green tea, you have to steep in hot water, and you use the tea leaves, whereas in matcha, the tea leaves are crushed up, they're pulverized. Matcha may actually help to protect the liver. It has great antioxidants. It may possibly help prevent cancer. It may promote heart health. It may help you lose weight. It may help prevent type 2 diabetes and even combat depression. Matcha may reduce high blood pressure and lower cholesterol. The four basic principles of the Japanese tea ceremony are harmony, respect, purity, and tranquility. So, how about trying some matcha? My student and I both love it. It was such a great experience trying matcha. I had seen it so many times, and I'd wonder about it, and then I would just forget about it. But it's great. So if you come across some matcha, please enjoy. And thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something interesting. And until later.